By supporting local businesses and cultural programs, and by championing important affordable housing projects like this one, the Vancouver Chinatown Foundation is creating a lasting, positive, transformational impact on Chinatown and on Vancouver. And Carol, truly, thank you for your leadership, for your partnership, for your vision, for being able to see something that's hard to see, that this place could become a place for people to live and thrive. And that's what is so exciting for me. And I hope the people of BC and Vancouver will see that too. And I hope we'll all look back to what this looked like just over 2 years ago, and see that we really can make a difference when we have great leadership. Just over 2 years ago, I was here with Carol, with colleagues at 58 West Hastings, and announced the federal funding for this project. Shovels were just starting to dig in. And here we are today, standing inside one of the 231 new homes that people will be moving into starting next May. And, I hope people will have seen some of the pictures and will agree with me that these homes are really special. 120 supportive housing units for people experiencing homelessness, homes for more than 230 people, 111 homes that will be truly affordable for families with lower incomes. And these really are homes that a family could live in. And I want to emphasize, Carol said her ambition was to live homes that people could not just live in but thrive in. And I think, looking at these beautiful apartments, you can see that that is what has been created here. And look at the view behind me. Look how amazing that is. Look at the outdoor space. Look at the beautiful new cupboards and appliances. And I say all of that because I think it is so important, as Carol said, to be building not only homes but communities, and to be creating spaces where the people who live in them will feel respected, will feel cared for, will feel loved. And that is what I think these homes will do. I also want to take a moment to thank the skilled tradespeople who I met as I looked around the homes here, people who've come to Canada from all over the world, and we're so lucky to have their skills, their brains, their talented hands building these wonderful homes for us all. The Lily Lee Community Health Center, operated by Vancouver Coastal Health, will be based on the first 2 floors of this building. So important, and so important for creating a community here and for helping the people who are going to live here really thrive. It's going to provide important resources like mental health and addiction care, and all of that just an elevator ride or a couple of flights of stairs away. And I do also want to recognize the contribution of Lily Lee, Carol's mother. She was a public health nurse who worked in this community, and she really recognizes, in a way, only a person who has done that kind of work, how important providing public health care is. I had the privilege of meeting Lily 2 years ago when we announced the funding for this project, and I am really thrilled to see her vision coming to life. There will be community programming, a playground, a garden, I saw all of it, amazing outdoor space, and a mix of micro, studio, and 1 and 2 bedroom units, homes for everyone. Some of these beautiful homes are going to rent for $500 a month. This is exactly the type of housing we need more of in Vancouver and across Canada. And it really is an excellent example of the great things we can achieve when all levels of government work together, and work together with the charitable foundations like the Vancouver Chinatown Foundation, community, government, working together to deliver for Canadians. That's what's happening here. La semaine passée, j'ai déposé l'énoncé économique de l'automne de 2023. C'est la nouvelle phase du plan économique de notre gouvernement qui vise à bâtir une économie centrée sur le bien-être de tous, en continuant de soutenir la population canadienne et de construire plus de logements plus rapidement. Pour donner suite aux initiatives importantes que nous avons déjà mises en place dans le cadre de notre plan économique, y compris cet automne, j'ai annoncé de nouvelles mesures pour construire des milliers et des milliers de nouveaux logements d'un bout à l'autre du pays et pour les construire plus rapidement. Nous débloquons des milliards de dollars de nouveaux fonds qui serviront à soutenir la construction de nouveaux logements, comme les magnifiques appartements qui se trouvent ici pour la population canadienne. Ces investissements comprennent un financement supplémentaire à faible coût de 15 milliards de dollars versés dans le cadre du programme de prêt pour la construction d'appartements qui aidera à construire plus de logements locatifs pour les Canadiennes et les Canadiens. The Apartment Construction Loan Program started in 2017, and up until the fall economic statement of last week, $25 billion in low-cost financing in total had been invested in that program. Up until the day of the fall economic statement, a little more than $17 billion of that financing had been committed. And that is money that is financing many great projects across Canada, including projects in BC, like the Sinnock project, which is building thousands of apartments just west of here near Burrard Bridge. So there was just $8 billion left. And we know Canadians need more than $8 billion worth of new homes. And that's why in our fall economic statement, I was so glad to be able to top up this essential program with another $15 billion in financing. We also introduced a new Canadian Mortgage Charter. The Canadian Mortgage Charter details the tailored mortgage relief that people here in Vancouver, all over BC, across Canada, can expect from their banks if they are in a challenging financial situation. Because our goal is to help Canadians through a challenging time by making sure Canadians have the support they need to afford their mortgages and to keep their homes if they are struggling to renew them at a time of higher interest rates. We're also supporting nonprofit, charitable, co-op, and public housing providers. We'll be helping to cut the red tape that prevents our construction workers from moving across the country to build homes. And we will be bringing to Canada more of the skilled trades workers that our construction sector needs, like some of the great people I met here today. We're also cracking down on short-term rentals listed on sites like Airbnb and Vrbo, which have been keeping far too many homes off the market in communities and cities right across the country, including here in Vancouver. And I do want to take a moment to recognize Premier Eby and the BC government for introducing their own strong rules to rein in short-term rentals. Our measures are designed to add more teeth to that valuable step. I'm confident that we will very soon see thousands of homes return to the market, homes for the people of BC to live in, thanks to our combined efforts. And I really want to underline this because what's really good about this step is we don't need to wait for these homes to be built. These are homes that are here right now that our friends and neighbors can live in. We're also making it easier for more than 250,000 Canadians and counting to buy their first home with our new tax-free First Home Savings Account. The federal government owns more land than anyone else in Canada, and we're going to build more homes on it. We're lifting the GST on new rental construction to make it more affordable for builders to build. And we're building and repairing hundreds of thousands of new homes and financing the construction of tens of thousands more. We're preventing foreign buyers from parking their money in Canada by buying up residential homes, and we're ensuring that property flippers pay their fair share. We're making it more affordable for families to build secondary suites, and we've signed agreements with cities across the country to slash the red tape which is preventing homes from being built in the first place. And in exchange, we're providing those cities with new funding to build more than 100,000 new homes faster. Why are we doing all of this? We're doing it because we know that Canadians need more homes and we need more of them fast. We're doing this because we know that housing is absolutely the top of mind issue for millions and millions of Canadians. I've heard it from people here in Vancouver and across BC, and I've heard it from people right across Canada. And we're going to continue working day after day after day to deliver for Canadians and help to build the homes that we know Canadians need. We're a growing country, and a growing country needs to build more homes faster. It's as simple as that. 58 West Hastings is going to be a fantastic community. This is going to be a wonderful place for people and families to build their lives in, to thrive. A beautiful place for people to live in. And I know that because I can see how much everyone here cares about this community and the people who live here. From the skilled tradespeople to the architect to the people at the Vancouver Chinatown Foundation. This is really a place that has been built with care and love. You know, there are some people who talk down this neighborhood, but I can see that everyone here is so proud of this community and is working so hard to make it even better, working so hard to make this a place people can be proud to live in. And I really want to thank you for that. Our government is just delighted to be your partner, and I'm looking forward to even more homes being built for the people who need them here in the downtown east side. I'm really looking forward to May when people are going to move into these beautiful homes. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
All right, so now we'll move into the Q&A portion. It'll be one question, one follow-up. You just state your name and your outlet. Alors maintenant, on va faire des questions. Ce sera une question suivie. Veuillez juste noter votre nom et votre média.
Oh, we good? Oh. Good.
Hi, Ethan Sawyer, CBC News. First question is, Statistics Canada reported Thursday that the country's gross domestic product shrank by 0.3%. Is it still the government's belief that Canada will avoid a recession?
So when we tabled the fall economic statement, it was based on the forecasts of private sector economists. That's a long-standing practice of the Government of Canada, which I actually think is a really good one. It means no one can put their thumb on the scale. And the forecast of private sector economists that we tabled last week was that Canada will achieve a soft landing, so that we'll get through this period of, first COVID shutdowns, then elevated inflation, now higher interest rates, and get back to a more normal economy with an economic slowdown for sure. That's what we're experiencing, but that we'll do it with a soft landing. And, that's what the private sector economists are forecasting. I think this is a very challenging, very volatile time in the global economy. No one has a crystal ball, and I distrust anyone who claims they know for sure what's going to happen in the world. But what I am very confident of is there is no country in the world that is better positioned to achieve that soft landing than Canada.
For sure. And second question is, the foreign buyers ban is almost a year old. In what way did this ban, aimed at 2% of buyers, make housing more affordable?
Thank you for the question, and I referred to the foreign buyers ban in my comments. I think that we all recognize that while our homes have a financial value, they're not like any other financial asset. They're not like buying stocks or buying bonds. Homes are places for Canadians to live in. And I think people in Canada have recognized, people in BC and people in Vancouver, that we want our homes to be places for families to thrive, for our friends, our neighbors to have a place to live and grow. What we don't want our homes to be is a place to park your money, is just a financial asset where you can be sure you're going to be safe because Canada is such a great safe place. And that's what our measure is about. I think that Canadians recognize this, and it is making a difference in making sure that there are more homes that are available for people to live in, and also that the homes in our communities are owned and lived in by people in our communities.
Next question. Prochaine question.
Bonjour Madame la Ministre,
Bonjour.
Benoît Ferradini, Radio-Canada. Construire des logements, c'était la priorité du gouvernement provincial ici. Il a reconnu cette semaine qu'il pouvait construire moins de logements que prévu cette année à cause du ralentissement de l'économie. Qu'est-ce que vous, gouvernement fédéral, pouvez faire? Comment allez-vous construire, même si l'économie ralentit maintenant et va ralentir dans les prochaines années?
Merci pour la question. Et je suis d'accord avec vous que le gouvernement provincial est très, très ciblé, très focusé sur la construction de logements. On appuie cela et on a une collaboration très, très constructive, une étroite collaboration avec le gouvernement provincial sur tous les enjeux et particulièrement le logement. Avec le ralentissement économique et surtout les taux d'intérêt, vous avez raison que ça a un effet sur le logement, sur le marché de construction. Et c'est précisément pour cette raison que dans l'énoncé économique de l'automne, la semaine passée, on a versé de l'argent, de l'appui additionnel pour la construction de logements. En plus, on a en septembre levé la TPS sur la construction du logement locatif et c'est changé beaucoup l'équation pour les constructeurs. Et on a vu, après la décision du fédéral, on a vu une croissance du nouveau projet pour la construction du logement. Alors, on comprend que la situation économique créait des défis et c'est pour cette raison qu'on a ajouté du financement. Deuxièmement, pour nous, la priorité, c'est de contribuer à la création d'une situation économique qui permettra le taux d'intérêt d'aller en baisse. Ça créera une situation économique meilleure pour tous les Canadiens et Canadiennes, incluant ceux qui construisent les logements.
La construction de ce logement ici a pris plus que 10 ans depuis l'idée originale. Et le problème, ça a toujours été de construire assez pour la demande. Et on voit qu'on n'arrive pas souvent à rattraper le retard. Comment est-ce que vous allez vraiment accélérer la construction quand on voit que ce logement ici a pris 10 ans à construire?
Je pense que c'est un projet inspirant et un projet qui va donner l'exemple à beaucoup d'autres. J'étais ici il y a juste 2 ans. Et quand j'étais ici il y a 2 ans avec Carol et tous les autres, on n'a eu rien. Et aujourd'hui, regardez ce qu'on a. Alors, on est capable de construire des logements abordables, des logements vraiment, vraiment beaux, et on peut le faire vite. 2 ans, je trouve vite pour un projet de cette qualité. vous avez raison qu'on a besoin de plus logements, on doit construire de plus, on doit le construire plus vite. Et c'est pour cette raison qu'on ajoute chaque semaine des nouveaux programmes et chaque semaine on annonce des nouveaux projets. Et je suis absolument convaincue qu'on est capable d'aller plus vite, de construire de plus, et on est en train de le faire.
Question, question? Next question? And today's press conference.
Okay, and if I could just say one thing, I want to say to all the journalists, thank you very much for being here, and I hope that you will be able to show what some of these apartments look like, because for me, one of the things that's really important and that I find really quite moving and inspiring is the care that's being taken to make each of these apartments not only functional, not only affordable, but also really beautiful. So thank you very much to Carol and to the whole team that has worked so hard to build them. Okay, merci beaucoup.